This faceless channel makes over $25,000 per month. All they do is repurpose creepy camping footage freely available on the internet. But how? Is there any deep research like Magnets Media? No. Any cutting edge like Isaac? No. Or millions of budget like Mr. Beast? No. No way! They only apply a secret strategy. More like a hack. And if you copy this channel without knowing that strategy, YouTube will disqualify your channel from monetization, and the end result will be a big zero. So in this video, I'll show you the hidden strategy they're using to make it work and how you can replicate it without breaking YouTube's new policy. And honestly, what you're about to learn might feel illegal. Because most people would slap a $500 price tag on this, call it a course, and sell it to you. But I'm not here for that. I believe you deserve to know this. Because how you implement it is what makes the difference. So don't skip a second. Miss a step, and you might miss the whole point. Else this could be the most valuable 15 minutes of your life. At first glance, it looks like just another YouTube video. Grim woods, simple narration, low light. But behind that frame, the channel is pulling in over $25,000 every month. And it's not the only channel in this niche. Take this channel, for example. It also racked up 22 million views in 30 days, earning nearly $3,000 a day. If you want something new, take Mystery Man. It's only 1 year old. And see, it also has no original filming, just curating creepy sightings, strange encounters, and unexplained clips. That's it. In the last 28 days alone, it earned $9,400. And if you see its lifetime earnings since launch, it's over $114,000, with first-year subscribers at 1,000. So there's no denying it's real and it's happening right now. Now let's circle back to the channel we started with, Creepy Vids. It's also just 2 years old with over 270,000 subscribers and 7.1 million views in the last month alone. Compare that to Mystery Man's 2.4 million views earned in 1 year. You can see there's a huge scope for quick growth. With long-form videos like 15 to 45 minutes, this niche gets a high RPM, around $7 to $10 per 1,000 views. No doubt Creepy Vids is likely making $25,000 plus a month easily. So why does this work? Because it ticks all the boxes of YouTube's updated monetization policy. Plus, it's safe, long-form, and super engaging. No edgy or risky topics. YouTube and Reddit are full of these kinds of Bigfoot sightings, ghost figures, trail cam footage, and camping videos showing glowing eyes. Viewers also eat it up and stay till the end. That's the reason right now this content is booming. So for research purposes, let's watch and analyze what this video contains. In one video, a camper's trip takes a dark twist when a trail cam shows a shadowy figure. Another camper records glowing eyes near his tent. Someone hears footsteps. Another hiker, Charles, hears gunshots and screams in the Blue Ridge Mountains. No answers from authorities. Some other camper spots a flashlight outside his tent, only to find fresh footprints the next morning. So, these are just real people uploading raw stories. And that's the magic. It feels real and human. Plus, it's easy to replicate. And this brings us to the next step. Now you're about to see exactly how to make this content, where to get footage, how to shape it into high-retention videos without filming a thing. But first, there's one more insight. One that might just flip the way you see this niche entirely. This kind of video needs no high-end or flashy edits. All you need are some stories that have some mystery or chills. A little narration with a calm voice talking over it. And that simplicity is what makes these videos irresistible. It feels like a friend telling you a chilling story from his last adventure. All the creators use public images or clips. The trick is adding your own commentary. That's what makes it transformative, and that's exactly what YouTube wants right now. Their updated monetization policy favors content that adds something new and unique. Look at channels like Creepy Vids or Mystery Man. They are doing exactly the same. The narration I'm talking about can be real or AI generated using tools like 11 Labs or PlayHT. Plus, the background music matters too. Nothing heavy, but just a low-key, eerie track in the background that creates tension. Remember, when you watch horror films, it's the music that gives you the real goosebumps. To make the packaging better, you can add visual guides for the viewer. For example, use arrows or circles to point out what's hard to see. like a Bigfoot or mysterious figure or ghost. Otherwise, people often get confused and comment this dash. But a tiny arrow solves all that and keeps the watch experience smooth. Now, a lot of people ask, can you really use someone else's video like that, especially after July 15th, under the rule of YouTube? Short answer, yes, if you transform it. See, the equation is simple. If you just take a video and re-upload it, that's copyright infringement. But turning it into your own narrative, that's fair use. And YouTube monetizes that when done right. How will you do that? Take others' videos, add your own commentary, background music, humor, and context, and make it something new. But here I'll give you a pro tip. Don't just talk over everything. People want to watch, not hear you describe every move, so never narrate obvious stuff. Let the visuals do some work. Otherwise, you might get comments like this. In a nutshell, this is the formula. Compelling clip. One sharp voiceover, one subtle background track. And that's enough to grab attention, get subscribers, and make money. Now the big question, what kind of clip actually works? Here's where it gets fun. Let's break it down. Step 1 is finding the footage. Look for hiking trips, cryptid encounters, and spooky camping clips. And honestly, it's kind of a bit random. You need to dig through Reddit, Facebook groups, and YouTube channels. Sometimes on Instagram or TikTok too. For example, on Instagram, you can look for footage in this channel or in this channel. These channels can give you good cryptid encounter or trail encounter type stories with a background under 1 minute. But Instagram won't be enough for your content. So you can come on Facebook and search for this kind of clip or image. For example, this particular Facebook page is my favorite for this case. Honestly, this page is a gold mine for this niche. You just have to look out for 2 problems here. 1, 99% of the cases in this page only have images, no footage. And you can't make a whole video with each case only showing images. That's boring. Remember, the majority of your stories must have footage because they are most interactive and immersive. So either make sure all your cases have video footage, or try to keep 80% of the video with cases that have video clips, and the rest 20% with the cases that have images only. 2, don't pick just whatever you get. Go for clips with buzz. I mean stuff that already has tension or enough mystery baked in. For example, avoid things like this or this. Because indeed, they fall under camping encounters or trail encounters category, but do they have that much spark or mystery? No. If you keep this kind of story in your video, especially in the beginning, viewers are likely to click away. Instead, grab something solid like this one or this one. I'm not saying these are ideals, but at least you will spend some seconds to know what's the mystery here. If Facebook isn't enough, go to Reddit. For example, ghost sighting while camping is quite popular in this niche. So this is how you can find those clips. Just Google ghost subreddit and click on this link. It will open the ghost subreddit. Here on the search bar, just type in camping and hit enter. It will show you all the ghost encounters while camping. But see, the first results are mostly without any clips or images, only text-based. We can't take them. So click on the media tab here. It will show you all the images and videos. Keep scrolling until you find something real or interesting, like I got this one. See, it has one image, which is real, and a small story about it. We can take this. But ultimately, for enough inventories of your footage, you must come to YouTube. The process is easy here. Just search for, let's say, camping encounters, and you will find this many results. Play any of these videos and check if any case has any good story or interest to you. If yes, feel free to use the story and footage, but make sure not to use their narration, channel logo, or the exact same sequence of clips. Or you can also find standalone cases. For example, I found a clip on Rocky Mountain Sasquatch YouTube channel. What's the story of it? Total campsite chaos, tent crushed, gear tossed, something tall near the trees. Another figure crouched, pale-faced, barely moving. Broken branches, strange markings. So by and large, it's 100% fresh, raw, not polished. Exactly the kind of wild stories that pulls you in. When you get a clip like that, open a Google Doc and paste the link. Also, you have to download it to use in your video. And just like that, your first asset is ready. Step 1, done. Now it's time to dive into step 2. It's the script writing where you have to write about things like where it was shot, what happened, what local legends say, etc. I keep everything in one document. Each file gets a label, video 1, image 2, or whatever. Now treat each clip like a story beat. But what is the right structure? How do you turn a few eerie clips into a video people actually finish? Let's get into that. For example, for this video, I would write something like this. The tent was trashed, branches snapped, a big log thrown right on top like someone placed it there. There was no wind, no storm, just dead silence. This clip is coming from a popular YouTube channel, Rocky Mountain Sasquatch. Glenn, an experienced hiker, had his camera rolling. He and a friend stumbled on the scene deep in the Queensland bush, far from any road. This was Yowie country. Kilcoy even has a statue and a footy team named after it. He'd followed 6-toed tracks from Caboolture to here. But this time felt different. After some time, a black shape appears near a rock, then slips into the trees. A smaller one moves after. Glenn thinks there were 3. The thing he saw was nearly twice his size. In the photo, crouched just beside him in the bushes, something with a gray face still watching. What do you think? Wasn't it something like Yowie or Bigfoot? Would you like to go there and check it out for yourself? Let us know in the comments below. So, what did I do here? Let's break it down, step by step. First, don't overthink the content, watch it once or twice. Next, write short scripts with your commentary or how you felt. Just describe the moment like you're texting a friend. No deep dive, just what's happening, what's odd, and why it's interesting. But again, don't describe the obvious things. And if you look closely, it's not a very generic style of writing. I am starting with a curiosity loop. Then I carried a mysterious tone the whole time and added a call to action in the end. But don't use this same type of CTA every time. Make some variation, as one viewer suggested. And don't forget to give the source its credit, be it a Reddit user, a Facebook or Instagram user, or any YouTube channel, just like I did here in my script. Now, once you got your scripts, head to 11 Labs. Go to the voices section and use natural voices like Ian Cartwell, calm, a little eerie, and perfect for this genre. First, select this button to add this voice in my voice section. Then, click on text to speech and paste your story on story at a time here and hit generate. This way, generated the audio and download it in your computer. Now open Filmora to edit the whole thing. Don't be afraid, because only a basic style editing will be enough for this. Only if you watch out for some certain points. Point number 1, completely remove source video's narration, background music, and channel logo. Point number 2, only keep the speeches and sounds of the persons you can see in the footage. Point number 3, write the source name of each footage or image on one corner. That's all. Now drag in your voiceover first, then the video clips, drop them right above the audio. If there's background sound or narration in the footage, split those sections and right-click, choose Detach Audio, and delete it. Now those parts of your video are clean. If you want to highlight something creepy, go to Elements, grab an arrow or circle and resize it. For movement, use keyframes. Add all the clips back to back, put the narration intermittently, and in some frames, use arrows and red circles to point out any particular things, or zoom in. And that's it. And don't forget, always credit the original clip. A small text tag in the corner is enough. It keeps things ethical and builds trust. And once everything's done, just export it and go for the last deal breaker thing that will get you to click. Honestly, the ones getting views right now are super basic. Just prepare thumbnails with a character in the woods, frightened or anxious. It's better if it's a good-looking girl. You can also put an AI-generated Bigfoot or cryptid or ghostly figure in the background to create a mystery. It will be even better if you put an arrow or a red circle on it and write something like "Don't watch alone" or "horrifying footage in one clean corner." That's it. It's a perfect thumbnail. And here's the best part, this whole method, it checks every single box YouTube care about today. Original narration? Check. Royalty-free footage? Check. No controversial drama? Check. That makes your channel safer, stronger, and way more likely to stay monetized long-term. But that's not all. Once you upload, something weird happens when your first video gets a couple of hundred views. It doesn't feel like much. But it is. Because of that little bump, that's proof that you're on the right track. Most people miss that. They see small numbers and assume nothing's working. They quit. But the goal at the initial stage isn't to go viral. The goal is to stay consistent. 1 video a week? Maybe 2, 3 if it fits. The point is to keep showing up, not just for the algorithm. For yourself, many creators cannot make it because they burn out by sprinting. They go all in too fast. But in this niche, slow and steady doesn't just win the race. And here's what you do to improve without overwhelming yourself. Keep it simple. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just look around. See what's working. Notice the patterns and you'll find a few recurring things. And now I can tell you one hack that you shouldn't overlook, because it can multiply your growth early on. It's YouTube Shorts. Yes, they've been around for a while, but in the world of paranormal clips, cryptid sightings, and those eerie, unexplained flashes, Shorts are still absolute gold. They're quick, they're addictive, and they stop the scroll cold. One 10-second Bigfoot clip, that's all it takes. Someone pauses, watches, and follows. That's what we call growth, right? So play it smart. Flood the feed with viral shorts. Keep them sharp, spooky, and snackable. The goal? Hit 500 subscribers first. That's when the magic unlocks. Your community tab. Now you can pivot from there. Drop a post, simple and direct. Full encounter now live. Click to watch. That's the bridge. The audience you pulled in with seconds of mystery, you're now guiding them to minutes of story. And that's where the revenue lives. It's a clean funnel. Shorts grab attention, the community tab redirects it, and finally the long-form content cashes in. Why? Because there's one last move that turns all this noise into a real business. Before I show you what it is, hit subscribe and tap the bell. Trust me, you'll want to follow this. Now remember, in this niche, the story is the heart of the video. Or more precisely, the footage, the chills, and the vibe. That's what people stay for. So be cautious while picking them. Ask yourself, does this grab my attention instantly? And how many times has this already been used in other channels? Nail that, and you'll start seeing comments like this.